What's going on, guys? So as you saw in one of my recent videos, I installed the downpipe and midpipe from Krona on my 2008 Saab 9.3 Turbo X. I'm recording this intro for the intercooler video right after I recorded the intro for the exhaust video, so that's why you see the downpipe and midpipe right here. Kind of weird, I know. But here we have an intercooler for the 2006 to 2009 Saab 9.3 Aero or Turbo X. Basically, any Saab that has the 2.8 motor, this is the intercooler kit for it. Now, aside from the intercooler, you might also notice that I have all of the intercooler hoses and piping. These are also from Do88 as well as the intercooler. As you can see, I want to give a big shout out to Do88 and Euro Parts for sending this out to me. If you guys are interested in something like this for your Saab, definitely go check out Euro Parts and you can purchase it from them there. So this is basically going to help not only get cooler air into the engine, but help get more air into the engine. So it's going to basically really help with heat soak would be one thing, and just cooler air into the engine in general. And you could keep your stock piping if you want, but there's no reason not to also get the charge pipes and all the other tubing and hoses and whatnot that go with your intercooler, because that's just going to help even more. So with that being said, guys, I'm not going to ramble too much here like I did in the exhaust video, but the Turbo X once again is sitting right outside in the garage. So we're going to go ahead, take all these parts out there, start taking off the front bumper and everything that we need to do, and go ahead and get all this new stuff on the Turbo X. One thing that I want to mention before we get started here is that when I got this kit initially, one of the charge pipes that came with the kit got completely scratched from shipping. My guess is because this was all shipped in the same box as a downpipe, so the downpipe probably scratched it up as it was moving around. So I emailed Euro Parts, and I didn't even ask for a new one, and they shipped me out a new one like pretty much right away. So we got a new one right here, scratch free. So I don't know, I just thought that was really good customer service. I didn't even ask for a new one, and unfortunately it did get scratched in the one part that's going to be visible, because it's going to be sitting like this on the motor, come around the side and then go down. So it was scratched in pretty much the worst spot. If it was scratched somewhere where you wouldn't see it, I wouldn't have even said anything about it. But I don't know, just good customer service. Let's head outside and get this install started. So to start off this install, the first thing we got to do is, well, remove this front bumper. So let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is remove these 6 little pins right up here. Jesus. And we lost that somewhere. Now we're going to come back in here, excuse my dirty wheel well, and there are 1, 2, 3, way up at the top right there. We're going to remove all 4 of those on each side. You guys go under the car, you'll be able to see there are 3 more to remove this under tray on each side. So there's 1, 2 right here, and then a third one right there, and that's on each side, so you'll have 6 total to undo. Now, if your car does have the headlight washers, there is something for that we got to unplug, and then there's also the wiring for the fog lights. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then the bumper will be completely detached from the car. So I realized shortly after disconnecting this, of course I was prepared for the spill, as you guys can see, but this is the line that comes directly out of the overflow, or the well, I guess headlight washer tank. So as you can see, all of this fluid is just slowly going to drain out, but thankfully this thing is clean, so actually I think I'll be able to reuse all of this. And it's not like it's important fluid anyways, it's just to wash the headlights. So but good news is bumper is 100% detached. So next we got to remove these headlights. So far away, these headlights don't look too bad, but when you get up close, especially in person, the camera's doing a fairly good job of picking this up. You can see that they are not in the best shape. So while I have these out, I'm going to be polishing them, and if everything goes according to plan, you guys will see this video before you're seeing this video. So if you guys have not seen this video, make sure to go click the link up here in this corner. But now it's time to get the other one out and then keep going with this.
Hey pretty baby, am I in your way? Cause you walked out so fast yesterday. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want it. Tell me all the reasons that you're running away. I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, no, no. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be with you. I just wanna dance all night, forget my problems, I might go insane. I don't really give a damn what they say. And now you know it. Hey little lady, said you feel the same, but I don't believe a word you say. Cause I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want it. Tell me all the reasons that you're running away. I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, no, no. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be with you. I just wanna dance all night, forget my problems, I might go insane. I don't really give a damn what they say. And now you know it. I feel like you're lying, trying to be real, but you seem so fake. I'm so over trying to move on, but you're in my way.
We have the old intercooler, which we just removed, and next to it, of course, I have the new Do88 intercooler. Now, as you can see just from an eye test, this one is much bigger in just about every way. Well, not every way, it's a lot thicker. So on Europarts site, where this Do88 intercooler was shipped to me from, they have a bunch of statistics here about how, like, just why this one is so much better. So of course, is fully aluminum. It's not, you know, plastic on the edges here and other parts like the OEM intercooler. Of course, it's much thicker, like I just said. Now, a couple things that they have on here. The core volume of this intercooler is 78% larger than the core volume on the factory stock intercooler. Also, air pressure can come at 35% higher than the OEM intercooler, so you can get more air in there. And then, of course, getting more air, you can also get cooler air. It's another benefit of upgrading your intercooler. So, in compared to the OEM intercooler when tested with the Do88 intercooler afterwards, there was a 15 degrees Celsius drop in intercooler temperatures from the OEM to the Do88 intercooler. This was tested at 42 degrees Celsius. This was tested at 27 degrees Celsius. So that is a huge difference. And, you know, just being able to get cooler air, especially to that turbo, is so important, because cooler air, of course, is more dense. So cooler air, more dense air, more air, of course, always good. So now we're going to head back into the garage and hopefully start getting these all these hoses and pipes on, which of course are going to help greatly as well. So So on this part, we're going to want to make sure that this hose is not perfectly straight. It bends up a little bit, so we're going to make sure when we put it on here, it's bending up a little bit. The way you can tell that is one of these Do88 logos is facing upwards like this, which is kind of cool. Now time for the big black hose, which is going to connect basically like this. And this part's going to go into the end of that metal pipe that we just put in. I'm not going to be able to hold the camera and film this, but now we're going to connect that rubber hose that I just slid in onto this metal pipe right here with the hose clamp. Alright, so there's that all in. Now we're going to work on the turbo side of things. This side should be a little bit easier, more simple, I mean, because look at all that space we have to work with right there. So I probably should have done this for the other side before I put everything on, but this is basically how things are going to work on this side. This side, of course, starting with the turbo. Up here you have this weird shaped one, and then we'll have the metal pipe that'll actually be more like this instead of like this. And then, of course, this side will go straight into the new intercooler. After getting the new radiator in, old one right there, we're now ready to start it up and hope nothing leaks this time. The car has been idling for about 15-20 minutes now, so it's clearly up to temperature. I was checking on the east side, the coolant's all up to temperature. We have not seen any leaks yet. We're gonna let it run for a little bit longer, make sure there's no more leaks, and then we'll reinstall everything. Here she is back in her full and shining glory, the Turbo X. I just got done taking it to get a good wash and just pretty much test driving it with the new intercooler and charge pipes, and I'm blown away. Now I want to apologize for the obvious bad filming spot. I'm gonna turn off the car, actually. It's making a lot of noise too. I want to apologize for the poor scenery, I guess you could say. It is Friday night right now, about 8:30 at night. I just finished this up and I needed to get this video out Saturday because, well, if I'm being quite honest, I didn't have any other videos to upload, and well, I really wanted to upload this one. So worked hard all day today getting the new radiator in, as well as, of course, fine-tuning everything with the intercooler. We did have a slight problem when the hose clamps actually didn't tighten down, so I thought I was done around 4 o'clock. Went to go drive it, and about a minute into driving it, when I got onto it, I just lost all boost pressure. I'm like, oh shit, what happened? And of course we remembered that we forgot to tighten one of the hose clamps down on the new intercooler, so got that all squared away, and now she is A1, guys. I am so happy with this setup. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to eEuro Parts and Do88 for sending me out this intercooler kit. Now, these mods were not just for fun, all right? I mean, of course they're for fun, you know, but one of the big reasons for this partnership is because Do88 and Krona and eEuro Parts, they want to see how big of a difference does this and the exhaust, how big of a difference does that actually make? So what we're going to be doing with this car in the coming weeks is taking it back to the dyno. Now, if you guys recall my video from probably by now almost a month ago, I took this car to the dyno. If you haven't seen this video, go check it out up there in the corner. But I took this car to the dyno and I told you guys that there would be more to come. Well, here it is. So we have the intercooler and the exhaust on. So we're going to go to the dyno. Apologize for the plane. We're gonna go to the dyno and see, does this add 10, 15 horsepower? Does that add 10, 15 horsepower? Do I get a better torque curve or a better horsepower curve out of these mods? What is the tangible gain that you get out of doing performance modifications like this? So if you guys are excited to see the truth behind the difference that these parts will make, go ahead and smash the like button. I am very excited to see what kind of difference it makes, and of course after that we'll be going with a much better tune, and I'll do a video on all that and we'll sort it all out. But with that being said, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I'm very happy with this intercooler so far. You know, everything just feels better, I guess you could say. It just has livened up everything. I'm very happy with it, and with the weather finally starting to cool down now, it's just going to get even better. I'm so excited for what's to come with this car, with the dyno and the new tune and the weather cooling down and whatever other mods might come soon in the future. So with that being said, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I'll see y'all next time.
Check your body.